Hi everybody, happy Friday. We made it. For some of you, this might be just your first couple days of attempting working from home, schooling from home, social distancing. For some of the rest of us, our kids have already been out since last Friday, so they've made it through their first week, which we're really proud of them. And all of us, we're going to keep doing this. We're going to keep attacking the day, whether it is a hard day or a good day. We're going to attack every day and week that comes at us with positivity and good faith and community, and we are going to get through this and come out better and stronger and have learned something from it. So today, since it's Friday, I thought I would do a fun, silly book for all of you. This is one that was my girl's favorite growing up. It is called Dog Breath. Any of you who've been at home lately and maybe spending a little more time with your pets, you may be realizing just how bad they can really smell. And maybe you're coming up with new creative ways to try to brush their teeth. I know most dogs and cats don't love getting their teeth brushed, but now may be the time to figure it out. So here we go, ladies, gentlemen, and all friends. Welcome to Dog Breath, The Horrible Trouble with Halitosis. There once was a dog named Hallie who lived with the Tosis family. Halitosis was a very good dog, but she had a very big problem. Halitosis had horrible breath. Whenever Halitosis opened her mouth, horrible things happened. Look, the fish flopped over, the plant died, the wallpaper peeled, and even Mona Lisa is plugging her nose. When the children took Halitosis for a walk, everyone else walked on the other side of the street. They were social distancing and they didn't even know it. Even skunks avoided Halitosis. But the real trouble started one day when Gramatosis stopped by for a cup of tea. And Hallie jumped up to say hello. There's Grandma. There's Grandma now. Woo! Mr. and Mrs. Tosis were not amused. Something has to be done about that smelly dog, they said. The next day, Mr. and Mrs. Tosis decided to find a new home for Hallie. The children knew that the only way they could save their dog was to get rid of her bad breath. So they took Halitosis to the top of a mountain that had a breathtaking view. So here it says, free dog to a good home. And now as they take her to that breathtaking mountain, you might notice there's a poster that says wanted for burglary. They hoped that the breathtaking view would take Hallie's breath away. But it didn't. Next, the children took Halitosis to a very exciting movie. They hoped that all the excitement would leave Hallie breathless. The posters say it'll take your breath away, it'll leave you breathless. It's called Breath of a Salesman, starring Perry O'Donnell and Gingivitis. And if you see in the newspaper, it also says more local burglaries. They hoped the movie would leave Hallie breathless, but it didn't. Finally, the children took Halitosis to a carnival. They hoped that Hallie would lose her breath on the speedy roller coaster. But she didn't. That idea stunk too. The plans to change Hallie's bad breath had failed. Now only a miracle could save Halitosis. Sadly, the three friends said goodnight, unaware that a miracle was just on the horizon. Later that night, when everyone was sound asleep, two sneaky burglars crept into the Tosis house. The two burglars were tiptoeing through the dark, quiet rooms when suddenly they came upon Halitosis. Yikes! Whispered one burglar. It's a big, mean, scary dog. Don't be silly, whispered the other burglar. It's only a cute little fuzzy puppy. The two burglars giggled at the sight of such a friendly little dog. That dog couldn't hurt a fly, whispered one burglar. Come here, Poochie Poochie, whispered the other. So Halitosis came over and gave the burglars a nice, big kiss. Slurp. In the morning, the Tosis family woke to find two burglars passed out cold on their living room floor. It was a miracle. The Tosis family got a big reward for turning in the crooks, and soon Hallie Tosis was the most famous crime-fighting dog in the country. In the end, Mr. and Mrs. Tosis changed their minds about finding a new home for Hallie. They decided to keep their wonderful watchdog after all. So here she is in all the papers. It says things like, Panting Pooch paralyzes prowlers, Mutant Space Dog captures evil Elvis clones, Hero Hound halts hoodlums, Bad Breath bungles burglary, and Rancid respirations restrain robbers. And then on this page it says, this home protected by dog breath. Because life without Hallie Tosis just wouldn't make any sense. And the back says, bad breath is better than no breath at all. So, hope you got a good laugh out of Hallie Tosis, dog breath, and hope that you find some time to enjoy the sunshine this weekend. Hope that if you have a furry friend, you can pet one. If not, now's the time to go check on all those virtual zoo visits. You can watch red pandas eating cookies. You can watch elephants visiting other zoo animals in their own zoo. You can check in on Fiona the hippo at the Cincinnati Zoo. There's lots of ways to connect with animals if that's your thing. And if people are your thing, call your friends, FaceTime them, make sure you stay connected with people that you know and love. So we are thinking of you and holding you in our heart and in our prayers. And from all of us at Plymouth Congregational Church to all of you, happy Friday!